officially made it to Zadar, Croatia. It's spelled Zadar, but on Google it says Zadar. This is future Haley, and yes, it's actually pronounced Zadar. But for some reason, since I was in the UK, my Google just automatically went to British, so it makes sense why it would be Zadar instead of Zadar. A mistake, and I found that out because I wanted to know how to pronounce the place that I'm at currently, which I'll tell you in a minute, and I noticed it said British accent instead of English. I'm like, okay, cool. With that being said, it made me think about how I was in the UK for an extra 2 days because flights were cheaper to Croatia on Tuesday. So I ended up staying in my first hostel in London, which was called the Wombat. And it was a dorm style like this one, except for the bathroom was inside the dorm, unlike this one, which was outside the dorm. And I like it being outside the dorm a little bit more. While I was there for 2 days, I was kind of trying to map out a little bit of Croatia, which is how I ended on Zadar. Then on one of the days I decided to adventure out and I went to the Buckingham Palace, and it was so crowded and busy. It was actually insane, but it was really neat to see. And I just walked around that whole area for a while, and then it started to rain, so then people started to leave, which I love that. I also saw St. Paul's Cathedral, which was really pretty, and on the outside they had this little mirror thing basically telling you not to litter, and I thought it was so cute. And then I looped back because the hostel is next to the Tower Bridge, and I already saw the Tower Bridge when I was with Sophia. Since my hostel was right over there, I just went and walked that again. Get to Croatia was a mess because the night before I had everything planned out. I was like, this is the train I'm taking. It should only be a little over an hour, and then I wake up extra early just to make sure I don't miss the train, and then the train says 2.5 hours because there's delays. And then I tried to get an Uber, and the Uber was a hot mess. No one wanted to accept it, and then I finally had someone. He was like, oh, you want to go to the airport? Never mind. And then canceled on me, and then I got a charge. But shout out to Amex because I submitted a thing saying like unfair cancellation fee, because the cancellation fee was like $20. Finally a Uber picked me up. I got on my flight and I landed in Zadar, and then I got on the bus right away, and then I had a 30-minute walk in the heat. Now we'll get back into the Zadar content. If I'm pronouncing Zadar, you know why. I'm so excited because this is way more quiet than London, a lot calmer, and it's so pretty already. So let's go explore, because I literally just got into the hostel. I haven't even seen much, but I'm super excited. And it's so hot. I should not be in pants anymore. I should have changed into shorts. And can we take a moment for this water? Love it. This is where I'm walking right now. Hopefully it's not too windy. I just came from over there and made my way over here to this little sculpture. But this is like their little beach area, at least in this section. I almost made it to this little point. They're jumping off at the end over there. And then I'm gonna walk down this little strip because it's like a little farmer's market going on. I made it down the little strip of shops, but this little liquor stand caught my eye because the bottles were super cool. They're frosted. So I started reading some of them, and it's Croatian liquor. But one of them specifically, the way they smoke it is really cool. I'm gonna show the tag on the screen because I don't remember exactly what it says, but you can pause to read. There was these other jars that had these giant pears being soaked. It just seemed like a giant experiment, but it's really cool. And now there's this tower, that tower, and I believe you can go in that tower and you can see like a 360 of Zadar. I still want to say Zadar, but look how pretty this is. Before I play the next clips, I just want to explain what it is. So it's called the sea organ, and some Croatian architects designed these metal tubes underneath the marble steps, and each time the waves come it makes a different noise, so no noise is ever the same, and it's so cool. So take a listen. And then after that, right next to the step is this floor that lights up at night, and it's called the Greeting to the Sun, and it reflects that the sun is still up even though it's dark. I'm super excited to see what that's like, but I need to get a soda or a Gatorade. I already chugged some water. Need something else. That's so pretty. Another cool thing that Zadar has done is with the Roman and medieval architecture, they built these glass platforms that you can walk on and see it, so they didn't get rid of it. They just built on top of it, and I think that's pretty cool. I'm back to where there's no more English, but I got a ham and cheese sandwich and a mini Coca-Cola, and I'm back in this little area. It's the next day. I'm walking about an hour to get to this one beach, and I decided I was gonna eat breakfast along the way, and this is what I'm having. This chocolate filled donut that has like sugar on top, and don't come at me, but I'm having a soda. I feel like since I've been drinking so much water, which is very rare because in the States I never would drink water, that it makes up for the fact that I have a soda a day. And this whole thing didn't even come out to be a full euro, which is crazy. Plus it's really good. Just to give you a reference, that's where I'm staying on that, and I walked all the way until now. I'm here. And I ended up having to pull my bathing suit down because I'm wearing a one piece, which why did I only pack 2 one pieces? I should have packed a bikini. So if I can find a reasonably priced bikini, I'm going to get one because the one piece is just not it when it's this hot and you have to walk. Except for I finally found they don't use Google Maps, does not have their bus system down, and neither does City Mappers or Omeo or however you pronounce it app. And I finally found a station because a lot of the stations just have the arrow directing. It doesn't have the layout of where it all goes. And I found one that had a QR code to download, see where the pathways are, because I'm gonna take the bus back. I don't want to do this walk again. I'm currently at this marina and there's a beach on the other side. I just want to dive in. I made it back to the hostel and I turned on the air conditioning and I'm gonna sit and do a little bit of work, but I just didn't want to talk and then film a bunch of people in bathing suits. The water felt so nice. And then I was lucky enough to find a little tree, so I had a little bit of shade. But when I was walking back, I was like, I'm kind of hungry. Let me get a late lunch, early dinner. And I came across this pizza place and they didn't sell slices. I'll just get a whole box, eat a few slices there, and then take the rest with me. And I was gonna take the bus back, but I had no idea how the bus worked. But I went to this one stop and luckily there was a lady there. She spoke very little English. She was like, no, this is it. So I got on. It's $1.60. So my breakfast was cheaper than the bus ride, but I made it back, and then I had a 9-minute walk from that bus stop, and now I'm here. I put the pizza in the fridge and the rest of my Coca-Cola. Yes, I got a second soda. It's fine. I am literally drinking water. I'm almost out, so I need to go fill it. I did an overview of the room yesterday and the bathroom, and I like how the bathroom is separate from the sleeping area because the other place wasn't. I also did an overview of the kitchen. I forgot to tell you how my night went last night. I watched the sunset at the Sea Organ, and then I waited for the lights to turn on at the Greeting to the Sun. There was a lot of people. I just hung out in that area for a little bit and sat and just thought how crazy my life is and how I'm just here. It's the next day and I'll update you with everything that I've done since now, but this is my view and I need to get into this water because actually sweating so bad. Also got a new bathing suit. I actually got 2. They're on sale 50% off. So this bathing suit was $20, which is insane because usually the top itself is $30 to $60 in the States. I successfully changed. Yesterday after I got some work done, I went to the beach. That's literally like a 2-minute walk, but it's not really a beach. It's just the sidewalk and then you have a platform to climb out of the water in certain sections. So I sat there for a while and I got into the water, swam, got out. Then the sun was starting to set and I was like, you know what, let me go rinse off and freshen up. So I did that, and then I just put on a dress because it's the easiest thing to throw on, and I wanted to see the sunset. And I walk out, and the second I walk out I just see the sky and I go, this is gonna be a gorgeous sunset. And it was insane. It was so pretty and it matched the dress that I was wearing. I got that dress on Amazon, of course I did, and it matched the dress perfectly because of the colors. And then after that I just walked down to the Sea Organ and the Greeting at the Sun. and just hung out over there until it got dark. Oh, that's the other thing. Forgot to mention this. I did in fact finish the pizza, my Coca-Cola, while I was swimming. It was cold because I put it in the fridge, but then I just brought it with me because I was like, I honestly want cold pizza right now. Because yesterday when I got it, it was so hot that it honestly tasted better cold. It was good hot, but overall it was better cold. Now it's the next day. I knew there was this one bathing suit shop. I went in the day prior and I knew it was high quality, and I want a high quality bathing suit if I'm gonna be buying a bathing suit. And that one was also 50% off, and I couldn't find any other store that was high quality and had 50% off. Got this one too, and then I got another colorful one. And now I walked. The other day I went that direction, and now today I went this direction. And it's definitely a lot more crowded, but I walked way far down. Not as insane. And over there, built-in pool into the ocean, and then there's also like diving platforms. It's really busy over there. You know me, I like my secluded areas. Kind of hoping I might find 1 or 2 pieces of sea glass. I already had to ship a package, and I don't want to have to ship a package for at least another 2 weeks. I have to keep my pack light. There's actually a lot of sea glass and a lot of pottery, but a lot of the sea glass isn't fully cooked, so I kept it in there. And I'm also going to narrow things down. Let me show you what I got. This is a cool piece of pottery. Got this, some greens, browns, this piece. This I'm not gonna keep. I don't know what it is, but it's really cool. It's the next 2 days. Let me catch you up on yesterday because it was a travel day to get to Plitvice Lakes, which I just had to look up how to pronounce it. But let me catch you up to how I got here. I actually got an Airbnb, and the Airbnb is not what the description said. And the reason why I got the Airbnb, I needed to do Amazon voiceovers. Basically, I am staying in someone's house. It's just upstairs in their house. And I have a lock and a key to the door, and I have a bathroom, but the bathroom is shared with someone else. And yeah, it's not what I was expecting. I also thought there was supposed to be a mini fridge, and the Wi-Fi doesn't work. I spent an extra 20 euros a night to keep it private, and it wasn't private at all. No, I can't. I literally can't even do anything. Oh, and it's 90 degrees, no AC. Luckily, I have the neck fan, so that's been having airflow in the room. When I showed up, I brought over leftover pizza because I had to wake up early in the morning, walk the 30 minutes to the bus station, got on the bus. Thankfully, in the description that the host left, they did say, tell the bus driver to stop at Moonjex, because I'm like the next little spot down. It would have been a 20-minute walk from the Plitvice bus station to where the Airbnb was. So I had Google Translate ready at the bus station, and I just showed the driver, and he's like nodded. And when I got off, everyone thought that was it, and he was like, no. And they're all looking at me like, what's going on? And once the bus driver dropped me off, I went to this restaurant that was in the town, and it was so good. I got a pizza. They didn't have a small size, so I ate half there, and then I took the other half, and his mom put it in their fridge. And then I asked for it later that evening, which was very, like, I was like, do I go downstairs and just like, hey, can I have my pizza now? And yeah, so, and then I ate in the living room. There's multiple tables. The restaurant that I went to was so pretty. Sat outside. The view was insane. The pizza was amazing. It had ham, salami, and then cheese. And I also got ojuk, I think is how you say it. It's a Croatian beer. And then the host let me check in super early. So the host is super nice. I've been in contact with his son, but I've only seen his mom. But the bus ride up here was about an hour and 50 minutes, and it was stunning. Seeing the mountains, just getting back out into nature. I was like, this is very much needed. And then I got hit with the Airbnb, and I was like, oh. At that rate, I should have just spent the extra 20 to be in the hotel, and I know they would have had faster Wi-Fi. And then I would have been 100% secluded and not feel like I need to tiptoe and be quiet around the house. You can literally hear everything. Oh, and the bed, rock solid. I did check for bed bugs. We were good. We were good there. Okay, now that we're at where I'm at and we're in real time, for me at least, we're gonna continue from here. Let me show you. This is where I just talked to you at. Decided from here on out I'm gonna cue into a montage. bad and there's mosquitoes. I did 12 miles and I have another mile to go because I need to walk back to the Airbnb. I actually rented this place off of Verbo, not Airbnb. Let me give you a rundown on Plitvice Lakes National Park. Is it worth it? I think it's absolutely beautiful and stunning, but where I went wrong, I should have woke up, got here at 7. There would have been less people, or I should have done it in the evening. So if you think about coming here, do that, because the amount of people is actually insane. There was one point, because most of the walking paths are on these wooden boards because you're over water, well, going from both directions. And I swear at one point I was just like, yo ho, like singing the pirate song, because all together, because everyone was just like, I'm like, are we all in shackles, just like in a line going like this? I was losing my mind. If you're not a patient person, don't come here. And I mean like patient with slow walkers and things like that. It was extremely hard to get photos and set up the tripod because again, the pathways are so small, so you can't really have your tripod, and it's annoying to ask people for photos because they don't put the same energy into photos like you would for them. At one point I offered to take photos for someone, and then next thing you know, I had a line. I'm like, I should start charging, like, oh my gosh. Eventually turned my head to the next person because I was like, I can't sit here all day, and I was here way longer than I would have liked to been. I wish I would have stuck the H route. I didn't do it like that. I wish I had a map. Oh, I might have taken a picture of the map. Hold on, I need a shower. I'm gonna take a cold plunge shower, and I'm so excited for it because that place has no AC and I already know I'm gonna feel so suffocated. Okay, I'll put it on the screen. This is what the H map looks like, which I took the shuttle up. Oh, and the other thing, I liked entrance 2 way more than entrance 1. Entrance 1 had so many people and I didn't think the waterfalls were as cool as entrance 2, but maybe that's just my personal opinion. There was one section in entrance 1 that was really sick. I'll insert the photos. It would have been even cooler if you could get to the bottom to see what that waterfall looks like from there. What I did, I took the shuttle up from entrance 2 and then I hiked down and then I took the ferry over and then I walked to get back to entrance 1, but I didn't go all the way up to take the shuttle back. I decided to go back down. I know, go back down because I didn't get a good enough photo, probably less crowded. I need to be patient, you know, all those things. I don't want to wait in this giant ferry line to get from entrance 1 to entrance 2. Insane. And technically you're only allowed to ride the ferry once. I think you're allowed to ride the ferry once and then the shuttle twice. I could be wrong, but they didn't even check my ticket for this next time. I ended up hiking the K-path, which there was no one. I passed 2 people and that was it. And then I walked up to the waterfall that I knew I wanted to see and get more photos of and videos of. And then I hiked back down because I didn't want to finish going up and take the shuttle. So I just hiked back down, and you have to take another small ferry to entrance 2, and that's how I ended up there. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Hiking etiquette in Europe, way different than the States. And the other thing, people stop to smoke on benches. I'm like, how? I was actually shocked at the amount of people that were stopping and smoking. I don't know. I mean, I am in Europe, but crazy. Now that I have made it, I did have a giant chicken burger and fries, and I ate the entire thing, and that thing was massive. And I was planning at the supermarket to get a sandwich. They don't have sandwiches. So what I got this energy bar, so hopefully it's good. It has chocolate chips. And then I also got this oat bite, hazelnut and dark chocolate. They both have chocolate. And then got these candy peel lemons, which I'll probably try on TikTok. And then the last thing, since I was standing in line at this market forever, I got this cute little magnet. Because after the day I had, I was like, I need to remember something. I've been here for way too long. Overall, it was fun and I'm glad I did it. And now I need to do this mile walk back and edit this video, and then I need to figure out where I'm gonna sleep tomorrow.